all this palaver just to get a drink. And a smoke. And our bloody economies. Save! You've got to save every penny. I want my wedding day to be a happy day. Happy day won't be a happy day for me. Won't be a happy life for long. Not if this is anything to go by. I could give up my pleasures to waste money on her bloody silly wedding. All this sacrifice, and what am I getting out of it, eh? All right. Putting 2 pensions together, I suppose. Bit better looked after as far as food goes. Bit of cleaning, bit of washing, but that's all, though. I mean, this is the sort of price I've got to pay for it, having a sneak a drink, sneak a smoke. Bloody hell. Well, better not let her find out about this box. Otherwise, that'll be my independence up the spout. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Christ.
It's exciting, really, isn't it?
What is?
Well, this time next month we'll be married. In 4 weeks' time, on this day, at this hour, we'll be man and wife, and we'll have been married for 7 hours.
If it lasts that long.
What?
I said, yes, it's exciting.
Aren't you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I can't wait.
You don't look very excited.
I am. What do you want me to do? Jump up and down on the spot or something?
You could look more pleased.
I am, but why bloody Saturday? I mean, get married any old day of the week, but no, you have to go and pick Saturday when it's football. I mean, 4 weeks today, when we're getting married, West Ham will be just playing at home.
I think you love West Ham more than you love me.
I love Millwall more than I love you.
What did you say?
I said it's exciting. God, Benny.
Look, it's no good you sitting there sulking and showing off just because I've asked you to save a bit towards it. Because I'm determined to make that day a happy day. And I'm not going to let you spoil it.
All right, have your happy day. No one's saying you shouldn't have your happy day.
I'm going to. I've set my mind on it, don't you?
All right, have it. No one's saying you can't have it. I'll go without, I'll be miserable, anything so long as you're happy.
I'm beginning to think it'd be a happier day if you didn't have to be there.
All right. All right, I'll stay here. I don't want to spoil your happy day. I'll send a proxy up to church. You can get married by that. I ain't got much to do up there anyway, have I? Except standing around like a prize lemon saying, I do, I will. I mean, I can write that down, somebody can read it out for me.
I wish they could. Oh, light your pipe. Go on.
It's got nothing to do with that. It just seems...
What?
To waste. It all seems a waste.
A waste to save up?
No. Not to be out of a drink or a smoke. It's just a waste of time, that's all.
What, a waste of time to save up for my wedding?
Oh, I see. It's your wedding now, is it? Oh.
Our wedding?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're inviting me.
Oh, go on, smoke it. Go on, cancel the wedding.
All right, keep your hair on.
It's more than you can do.
Oh, all right, look. I just have the one smoke, all right? One tiny smoke only. All right? And that's not going to upset your wedding budget, is it?
Go on, smoke it. I knew you didn't have the willpower to give it up.
Not got the willpower? Not got the willpower? Give it up? Oh, blimey. What do you think I've been doing for the last half hour, then?
I suppose you'll be over the pub tonight?
No, not necessary. I said I'd give up smoking and drinking for the duration, and I shall keep my word. Just this one small pipe. Helps to keep up the resolve, that's all.
Look, I know it's hard trying to save on the little bit we got coming in. I mean, a wedding is an expense.
Well, it don't need to be.
If it was up to you, it wouldn't be.
Not that much. I mean, not that much. It don't need to be so expensive. I mean, we're having a whip round for the booze.
But I shall want a new dress.
A new dress?
A new dress.
What are you talking about? What do you want a new dress for? I've told you I'm willing to take you as you are. You don't have to dress up for me, girl.
It's not just for you. I mean, there'll be others watching and pointing, you know, see what I'm wearing.
Well, sod 'em. Me you're marrying, not them.
Well, I'm not going up to the church in rags. And besides, there'll be cars to the church.
Cars to church? Don't be daft. There's no need for that. We can walk up to church.
Walk? What, me in white? Walk up the church?
White? What do you mean? What do you mean white? At your age?
My age? What about your age? At your age, I should be thinking of black, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you think I'm too old for marriage, my dear, perhaps you'd better find yourself a nice little toy boy.
No, thank you, Mr. Garnett. I've never been interested in that side of marriage. Thank you very much.
Well, maybe you're not, but I might be. I mean, I might be old, but even in age, there can still be a flicker.
Yeah, well, if there is, you can flicker it somewhere else. Because I'll tell you now, I have no wish to put up with any of your fevered fumblings disturbing my rest at night. I mean, when I go to bed to sleep. Not to be pawed and poked around with by you or anybody else. So let it be clear, marriage or no marriage, I have no intention of becoming the victim of your overrated imaginings.
Oh, yeah.
And as I've told you before, I am not an amusement park.
Well, let me tell you something, missus. A man has his rights, even if he don't choose to exercise them, but they are his rights and nothing to do with a woman. Unless he wants to be lenient and say to her, all right, go to sleep, have your headache, but they are still his conjugal rights, because marriage is a contract.
It's an holy bond.
All right, holy bond, but even holy bond, he's still entitled.
Entitled to what?
It's conjugals. Otherwise, what did he marry her for in the first place?
And that's why you want to marry me, I suppose.
No, not for that. I don't mean that. God blimey, I don't want that.
No, you won't be getting it, no.
Never said I wanted it, have I?
If you've got any flicker left in your bulb, you can plug it in some other socket. Where it might be more appreciated. I shouldn't think anyone would get much light from it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you might be surprised, my dear.
Oh, surprised?
Yeah.
What, you?
Yes.
Well, that wouldn't be a surprise. That'd be a miracle.
Yeah.
Raising of the dead, I should think.
Never mind about the dead, my dear. You just be careful you don't raise it, that's all. Otherwise, you might be raising something you haven't bargained for. Never mind about who are.
Here, I thought you was only smoking one pipe.
Yes, that's right, but now it's two, innit? Because this is my house, my pipe and my tobacco.
And my nail file. Leave it alone, will you? Anyway, I thought you were giving it up.
Refraining from, my dear, refraining from it. Like other things I've managed to refrain myself from, to keep control over. Might only seem a little flicker to you, as you seem to think. But you mind yourself, it don't burst out into flame, because I might not be able to control it. Someone as virgin as you say you are might get badly burned.
Oh,
I'm not proud of this thing I've got. Given to me by the Lord.
Oh, don't bring him into it.
Because the Lord wanted us to procreate.
Now, God made us.
All right, yes. But in the beginning, all he made was Adam and Eve. He didn't make the rest of us. The rest of us, he gave us the tools to assist him, to mass produce.
You only had the one child?
The one that is known, my dear. The one that has been recorded. But the leash has been slipped on a few occasions, unfortunately. There has been times, I'm willing to confess, when even my iron control of it hasn't been enough. It's a fearsome thing, my dear. And at its first stirrings, I would say to it, down, boy, down, desist. And some women who flaunted and teased it beyond my control have been more than frightened of what they've raised up, I can tell you. Fainted there, some of them fainted dead away at the sight of it. I'm not boasting. Because it was given to me by the Lord. I didn't grow it myself. But when I was younger, less mature than I am today, bit crude perhaps, if you like, as most youth is, I got up to pranks with it. I won competitions with it for the longest. I mean, I beat the opposition by a mile.
A mile?
Like a yard.
Wow. Well, it don't notice.
Like a snake, it coils itself in repose, mate. After we're married, if you like, I'll show it to you.
No! No! I'd sooner you kept it in your room.
Not a thing to be tampered with, my dear, I can tell you.
No, as long as you can keep it tame.
You'll be staying in your own room then after we're married, will you?
Oh, you must be joking. After what you've just told me, it seems like the safest place. Here. I wouldn't want it creeping up the stairs during the night.
Don't worry. I'll always be in shouting distance.
It all seems a bit of a tall story to me.
Tall? Yeah, well...
Well, perhaps you should be looking for some other kind of woman to marry if all that you say is true.
No, thank you, my dear. I'm quite happy with the choice I've made.
Are you? I'm not so sure that I am. I think I'll make a cup of tea.
Right. Well, I'll give you a hand to put the kettle on then. Oh.
Here, what about the council?
What about the council?
Well, we got 2 flats here. They might think that when we're married, we should only have 1 flat.
No. I've got my flat and you've got your flat.
Oh, I don't want to lose my flat.
Me neither.
No, I'd rather not get married than lose my flat.
No, me neither. Look, if the council comes nosing about, you know, saying anything at all about any one of these flats, well, it's divorce, isn't it? Half and half and split up.
It's half and half now.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's the way it's going to stay. I mean, I was talking about changing that. I don't want the council moving you in with me.
Well, I don't want to move in with you, thank you.
No, me neither. I mean, no point in getting married just to lower our status, is there? You've got your privacy and I've got my privacy. I mean, that's the way it should be. I mean, marriage or no marriage. But don't mind making an honest woman of you.
Oh, thanks.
No, I mean, I'm all for it. So I want to put an end to the gossips about you and me living in sin together, see? So you can come down here then and do your domestic work or whatever without any scandal.
Look, I'm not going to be an unpaid housekeeper, you know.
Nobody said you are.
But I am now.
Well, that's only temporary, my dear, till you become my wife.
You're unpaid housekeeper.
Well, as a wife, I will expect you to do a little bit of housekeeping, naturally.
Well, I'll do it all now.
Yes, but as a wife, my dear, you'll have more status, you see. You'll belong to someone and you can hold your head up amongst other women.
What?
Nobody will be able to cast any stones on you then because I will have made you honourable.
Oh, I'm so grateful to you. What will I be expected to do for all that?
Right, I won't make no demands on you, no unnatural demands, that is. No, you just go on the way you're going. I should be perfectly happy.
I must be mad. Well, it's not as though I expected much to change anyway. But as you say, it'll make us look more respectable. And as long as I can keep my own room...
I told you.
And as long as you're not harbouring any ideas...
No.
It's companionship.
Right.
And with all your faults, it'll be less trouble than keeping a dog. I don't know. I sometimes wonder what the purpose of it all is.
What?
Well, why God made us all in the first place. And put us here to live. In places like this. I mean, it's not a happy life, is it?
You have to make your own happiness, my dear, I'm afraid.
Well, you seem easily made content. Just being you's enough for you, it seems.
Well, I'm not unhappy myself. I mean, you have to make your own life, though, see? You're given so much clay to start with, and you have to mould it, like a sculptor would, you see, into what you want to be, into what you're happy with.
You seem to be happy enough just sitting there smoking that thing and pouring beer and whiskey into yourself.
Well, we're all entitled to our little pleasures, my dear. I mean, you've got your beads and your candles, what you light up in front of the statue, and your holy water. I've got my pipe. And a few drinks I allow myself to imbibe on occasions. Nothing that would offend the Lord, I'm sure.
Oh, wouldn't it? You'd have to be a saint to put up with you puffing that thing all over him.
Not a sin, my dear. Smoking. Blimey, your father Delaney, he likes his pipe, doesn't he? And I noticed he wasn't backward in dipping into my pouch when he was here, nor getting stuck into my little drop of whiskey that I had.
You offered him a drink of that.
A drink, yes. Not sit there guzzling it till the old bottle was empty. He's Irish, isn't he?
What's that got to do with it?
Nothing, nothing. Don't want to be labelled racist again. But the Irish, they wouldn't belong to a church if they couldn't do a fair old bit of drinking in it, would they?
I'm Irish. I can go to church without drinking. I can sit here in my own home without drinking, content, without forever yearning to be in some pub or other drinking myself senseless.
You was born in England, my dear.
It's not the earth my feet tread, but where my spirit lives.
Yeah, well, don't worry, you'll be English when you marry me.
Is that a threat? Well, never mind. I'll still retain the right to my Irish passport.
You're lucky, my dear. Most Irish would give their right arms to be English. Most foreigners would. From Hong Kong to your Russian Orioles. Blimey, it's their dream.
The Irish aren't foreigners.
Not in Ireland, maybe.
No, not anywhere.
Look, if Ireland is so wonderful, why are most of them over here, eh?
We was forced to come here. We didn't come voluntary.
Oh, I see. Brought over here in chains, was you?
Forced to come here because of the potato famine.
Bloody typical, that is, isn't it? Your favourite food, they don't even know how to grow it properly. Look, I've got nothing against the Irish. God blimey, I'm prepared to marry one of them, and I'm willing to make him my wife.
Thank you.
No, I mean, look, as you say, it's a world we've all got to live in, right? Master, servant, man, woman. That's it, I suppose. It's the way the Lord made it, and that's it. I mean, so you were saying, what is the purpose of it all, right? Well, I'll explain to you. See, God made us, not himself personally, not so he could stamp a saying made by God. He'd say, oh, look, there's Mrs. Hollenbury over there I'm making now. I'll make her Irish and give her fair hair. Oh, look, there's Mr. Garnett. I'll make him English and give him...
A bald head.
Try not to be facetious, my dear. See, what he done, he made the Garden of Eden first, see? He made and Adam and Eve. Well, he probably did make them himself personal, see? And everything in the garden would have been marvellous and smelling of roses. But Eve, typical bloody woman, she took God's apple, the one he was saving for himself, see? And we got slung out of it. Probably looking forward to that apple he was for after his lunch. Probably told everyone, oi, that's my apple. That rosy one. So hands off it. But Eve, typical bloody woman, see, had to disobey him. As woman has been disobeying man ever since. Probably why God invented marriage. He said, right, I'll teach woman to obey once and for all if I never do anything bloody well again. Teach her to nick my bloody apples.
You know your trouble? You think God is just like you. Every time you talk about him, you give him all your own bad habits. I mean, for all you know, he might be a woman.
God, a woman don't talk bloody daft. That's the last thing he would have made himself as a woman, isn't it? And would you turn that light off in the kitchen? Go on about economising, make me sit here in misery, not allowed to have a drink or a smoke, and you burn lights all over the house.
I'm going out there again in a minute.
Well, when you do, my dear, you can turn it on again. No need to leave bloody lights burning, is there? You want to save happiness, you want a happy day, well, turn some lights off.
One little light bulb?
Yes, one little light bulb. But they're a lot cheaper if you turn them off. Come on, bed. These lights are going off now. You want to save, my dear. You want happy day, don't you? Right. Lights out.
I can't see.
Well, you can feel your way upstairs, can't you? Get off of me. It's my watch changing. I mean, you're the one who wants a happy day. You're the one who wants everyone to save up for your happy day. Oh, bloody hell! Even out of here.
Serves you right.
Oh, God. Mrs. Ollenberry! Mrs. Ollenberry! Mrs. Ollenberry!
What do you want?
Are you awake?
Well, if I wasn't awake already with this storm, I'd be awake now with all your shouting.
What are we going to do?
Well, I've got my holy water and my rosary. What do you think I'm going to do? Pray!
Oh, blimey. Why didn't they give us a warning? They never give us no warning.
Why, what would you have done?
Well, we could have prepared.
Prepared what?
I don't know. It's too late now anyway.
Oh, Jesus! Joe, come on.
Is that enough?
Hey,
Better be on the safe side.
what are you doing?
Well, you never done it over me.
Oh,
Is there anything else I've got to do? I mean, it does work, this, does it? I mean, if you're not a Catholic, I mean.
don't use it all up.
Well, we can get some more.
Here, don't you think you ought to get your clothes on?
Eh? Oh.
Well, I'm going to get dressed. I mean, if the house is blown down and we've got to be rescued, I don't want to be found in my night dress by a stranger. What are you doing or something? There's clean underclothes in there I washed for you. They were for next week, but you better put it on now. I mean, in case we do have to be rescued, you don't want to show yourself up.
Get in there! Get in there! Give us that here.
What you doing now?
Well, these clothes ain't been watered.
Oh, come here, you've used it all up nearly. I'll have to buy it by the gallon if this weather keeps up. Besides, I don't know if it's any good for you. I mean, you're not a Catholic.
Oh, marrying one?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know if it covers relations. Not even married ones if they're not Catholics. I mean, especially when he's got a rush on with a disaster like this. I mean, he won't have time to worry about Protestants. He'll be too busy trying to save all the Catholics. Have that as well.
Oh, shut up. Oh, God.
What are you doing under there?
Come on. If the house blows down, it'll be safer under here.
There's no room under here.
Well, stick your head under, can't you?
This is going to do. I mean, if the house blows down and it falls on us, we'll be buried alive under here.
I know what I'm doing. It's government guidelines, isn't it? Hey, they issued a pamphlet on it. If there is a nuclear warning, go and sit under the table. I mean, this can't be worse than a nuclear bomb, can it?
Well, we're a nuclear-free zone, anyway.
Oh, shut up.
Are you afraid?
No,
What are you shaking for?
I'm not shaking.
You are. You're trembling like a jelly.
It's the wind, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, your teeth are chattering.
What do you expect them to do? It's bloody cold, isn't it? I'm old. I shouldn't have to get up to this sort of thing at my time of life. Being dragged out of bed in the middle of the night, having to sit under a bloody table. Oh, it's not doing my hip any good, this.
Well, moaning won't help.
I'm not moaning, am I? But you think someone would help, wouldn't you? You think someone would show a bit of consideration?
Well, who?
Look, I'm not young anymore, but if I was, I'd be out helping old people like us. I'd be knocking on doors. Nobody's knocked on our door. We could be dying in here. Nobody's bothered. Oh, God.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I've got to go.
Where?
To the lavvy.
Oh, dear. Wait. Can't you hold it?
No.
Well, I would have thought a man of your boast and dimensions could have reached it from here. I mean, it's only a few feet.
Oh, where's the bloody torch?
It's on the sideboard. What do you want the torch for?
Oh, in case the lights go.
Well, what about me if the lights go?
Well, don't worry, I'll find you.
Wouldn't it be terrible if the house blew down and it was only the toilet that got cold and everything fell on it and you was buried alive in it? I mean, people would say that Mrs. Hollenbury was lucky. Oh, but poor Mr. Garnett, he got caught short and had to go. If only he could have waited, he'd be alive and well today. What a place to end your days!
Shut up, will you?
You was quick.
Yeah, look, move over, will you? It's not bloody fair, is it? This is that ozone layer thing. That's what this is. It's not bloody fair. It's not our fault. People like us, we didn't do it.
You must have helped with that pipe.
Oh, don't talk daft. I'm only smoking tobacco in that pipe, not bloody rainforests. I'm not burning energy, am I? I can't even afford to burn coal, just 1 bar of electric.
Well, the smoke must go somewhere.
Oh, shut up. Oh, God. Oh, oh, oh. Blimey, I've got cramp. Oh, oh.
Oh.
Where are you going?
I'm going to sit here if you don't mind.
Don't be daft. You're safer under the table at bed.
No. I'll take my chances out here if you don't mind. Oh, look! A money box!
Hey! That's mine!
No, I saw it first!
Never stay here!
No, finders keep!
No, look! There's nothing, it's not been lost, it can't be
No,
found!
this is treasure trove!
No, look, give us the ear, that is mine, give it to me!
Prove it!
No, look, you take that, that's stealing, that is, give it...
Don't want yours, it's mine!
Not yet, it ain't.
Oh. Money! Oh, you old Scrooge, you old miser. You've been hoarding this from me, and I've been struggling, saving, scrubbing floors for people, working my fingers to the bone so as we could live, and all the time you...
Look, it was for us, wasn't it?
Well, why was it hidden from us? I mean, why wasn't us told about it?
Well, I was saving it for a rainy day. Give us that.
What's that?
Nothing. Mind your own business.
That's your post office book you swore you didn't have. Swore it on your life you did. Oh, this will buy me a new dress, new pair of shoes, that new hat I wanted, car to the church. Oh, several cars. There's enough here for the wedding, plenty. I was going to make my wedding day a very happy day, you'll be pleased to hear. Here, have a drink. And a smoke. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to.
It's